where sustainability is woven into the fabric of society.
That makes a lot of sense. It's not just about tweaking a few things here and there. It's about a fundamental shift in thinking and in how the entire system operates.
Precisely. And one of the key enablers for this transition is green financing. It might sound a bit technical, but it's really about aligning financial flows with sustainability goals.
I have to admit, green financing sounds a little like a buzzword to me. Can you break it down for us? What does it actually look like in practice?
It's about ensuring that money flows towards projects and initiatives that support a green economy. This could involve things like green bonds, which are specifically used to fund environmental projects, or accessing international climate funds designed to help developing countries transition to a greener path.
Just so it's about making sure the money is there to support these sustainable initiatives. But how do we ensure that this money actually reaches the people and communities who need it most? How do we prevent it from just lining the pockets of big corporations?
That's a crucial question. Dr. Hai emphasizes the importance of transparency, accountability, and community participation in green financing mechanisms. It's about ensuring that the benefits are distributed equitably and that local communities have a say in how these funds are used.
So it's not just about throwing money at the problem. It's about investing it wisely and ensuring that it benefits the people and the planet. Now, Dr. Hai also stresses the importance of social inclusion in the green transition. What does he mean by that?
He argues that a successful green transition needs to be inclusive, ensuring that everyone benefits, not just a select few. This means taking into account gender considerations, empowering marginalized communities, and creating opportunities for everyone to participate in the green economy.
So it's about ensuring that the benefits of a green economy are shared widely and that no one is left behind. It sounds like he's advocating for a very people-centered approach to sustainability.
Absolutely. He believes that sustainability is not just about technology or policy. It's fundamentally about people. It's about creating a better future for everyone.
That's a powerful message. But let's be realistic. Implementing all of this is easier said than done. There are bound to be challenges.
Of course. Dr. Hai acknowledges the hurdles. He points to things like financial constraints, technological barriers, institutional weaknesses, and even social resistance to change.
It sounds like a pretty steep uphill battle. Is he optimistic that Bangladesh can overcome these challenges?
He's cautiously optimistic. He acknowledges the challenges, but also outlines potential solutions like international aid and attracting private sector investment through public-private partnerships.
So it's about being resourceful and finding creative ways to leverage different funding sources. What about the technological barriers? How does he propose overcoming those?
Dr. Hai emphasizes the importance of capacity building, investing in education and training to develop local expertise, and incentivizing research and development to foster innovation. It's about empowering Bangladesh to create its own solutions rather than relying solely on imported technologies.
That makes sense. Building a sustainable future requires more than just buying the latest gadgets. It requires building local knowledge and expertise.
Exactly. And to address institutional weaknesses, he recommends governance reforms, streamlining processes, improving interagency collaboration, and implementing transparency measures to reduce corruption.
So it's about cutting through the red tape, improving efficiency,
Yeah.
and ensuring accountability. What about the social resistance to change? How does he propose addressing that?
Dr. Hai believes that communication is key. He advocates for educating the public on the benefits of a green economy, showcasing success stories to inspire action, and addressing concerns in a transparent and inclusive manner.
So it's about building trust, engaging people in the conversation, and demonstrating that a green transition can benefit everyone.
Precisely. It's about showing people that a green economy is not a threat to their livelihoods, but rather an opportunity for a better future.
And he backs up his argument with some compelling case studies, right? We talked about waste concern earlier. Are there other examples that showcase the potential of a green economy in Bangladesh?
Absolutely. But one of the most striking examples is the Solar Home System program, which we touched on earlier. It's not just about technology, it's about social innovation. They've created a microfinance model that makes solar power affordable for even the poorest households.
It's a prime example of how social and environmental goals can be mutually reinforcing. And it's not just a feel-good story. It's having a tangible impact.
It's brought electricity to millions of people who previously lived in darkness. It's reduced reliance on kerosene lamps, which were not only expensive but also harmful to health. And it's created jobs and economic opportunities in rural communities.
It's amazing how something as simple as providing access to clean energy can have such a cascading effect on people's lives.
It really highlights the transformative potential of a green economy. And it's not just about anecdotal stories. Dr. Hai's report also highlights the potential economic benefits at a macro level.
Tell us about those. What are some of the economic advantages he sees in a green transition?
He talks about job creation in new green industries, enhanced competitiveness through green technologies, and increased resilience to climate change, which in turn protects economic stability.
So it's not just about doing the right thing for the environment, it's also about creating a more prosperous and equitable future for Bangladesh.
Exactly. It's about recognizing that a healthy environment is the foundation for a healthy economy.
Now, Dr. Hai's report doesn't just lay out the problems and the potential, it also offers concrete recommendations, right? What are some of the key policy suggestions he makes for the Bangladeshi government?
He offers a comprehensive roadmap with actions ranging from short-term measures like introducing tax incentives for renewable energy to long-term goals like developing a national green economy strategy.
It sounds like a pretty ambitious agenda. Does he believe that the government is up to the task?
He acknowledges that it requires strong leadership and political will, but he also emphasizes that it's not just about government action, it requires a whole-of-society approach.
So it's not just about waiting for the government to fix everything, it's about each of us taking responsibility for creating a more sustainable future. What can individuals and communities do to contribute to this green transition?
There are many things we can do, whether it's making conscious consumer choices, advocating for policy change, or supporting businesses that are leading the way in sustainability. Every action counts.
It's a powerful reminder that even small actions can add up to create significant change.
And that's the beauty of a collective effort. When we all work together, we can achieve incredible things.
Well said. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the urgent challenges facing Bangladesh to the exciting potential of a green economy, and the multifaceted approach needed to achieve it. It's been a fascinating journey exploring Dr. Hai's vision for a green Bangladesh. As we wrap up this deep dive, what stands out to you as the most important takeaway from his work?
I think what strikes me is his unwavering belief in the power of human ingenuity and collaboration to overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. He doesn't shy away from the difficulties, but he also presents a compelling case for why a green transition is not just necessary, but also achievable.
He's definitely not a doom and gloom kind of guy.
Right.
You can feel his optimism shining through even when he's discussing complex problems.
Exactly. And that's an important point because tackling climate change and building a sustainable future requires a sense of hope and possibility. We need to believe that change is possible, that we can create a better future for ourselves and for generations to come.
He also emphasizes that this isn't just a local issue, right? What happens in Bangladesh has implications for all of us.
Absolutely. We live in an interconnected world. The choices we make in our own lives and our own communities have ripple effects that extend far beyond our borders.
So what does that mean for us as global citizens?
Yeah.
How can we contribute to Bangladesh's success in this green transition?
Well, I think it starts with awareness. We need to educate ourselves about the challenges and opportunities facing countries like Bangladesh. We need to understand how our own actions, as consumers, as investors, as citizens, are connected to these global issues.
It's about connecting the dots, seeing the bigger picture.
Exactly. And once we see those connections, we can start making more conscious choices. We can support businesses that are committed to sustainability. We can advocate for policies that promote a green economy. We can reduce our own environmental footprint.
It's about taking responsibility for our own impact on the planet.
Precisely. And it's also about recognizing that we're not alone in this. There are countless individuals and organizations around the world working towards a more sustainable future. We can connect with those movements, support those initiatives, and amplify their voices.
It's about building a global movement for change.
Exactly. And I think Dr. Hai's work provides a powerful example of what's possible when we combine scientific knowledge, economic vision, and a deep commitment to social justice.
He's definitely raised the bar for what leadership in sustainability looks like. And as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm curious to hear what questions our listeners have. What would you like to know more about? What aspects of Dr. Hai's work resonated with you the most?
And how do you see these ideas applying to your own life, your own community, your own country? We'd love to continue the conversation with you.
So please share your thoughts, your questions, your own stories of sustainability on social media. We're always eager to learn from our listeners. and to deepen our understanding of these complex issues together.
Because ultimately, creating a more sustainable future is a collective effort. It requires all of us to engage, to learn, to act, and to believe that a better world is possible.
Beautifully said. And on that note, we'll sign off for today. Until next time, keep diving deep and stay curious.